Uh, Hi, Dr. Shamin. Today, our group will be presenting about the Malaysian political parties following Rukun Negara. My name is Tan Kaning. Here's my members. They are Wong Lishen, Sun Jae-sin, Liao Zishen, and also Chia Jia-shun. Next. Okay. A political party is an organization that coordinates candidates to compete in election and participate in governance. Our groups have decided to choose three main political parties in Malaysia. Next. Okay. One of them is Alliance of Hope, which means as Pakatan Harapan. Alliance of Hope is a Malaysian political coalition consisting of center-right political parties, which was formed in 2015 to succeed the Pakatan Rakyat coalition. The coalition consists of the Democratic Action Party (DAP), People's Justice Party (PKR), and also National Trust Party (Amanah). For the ideology, they are social liberalism, social democracy, and also progressivism. For the goals one, they ensure the harmonious and sustainable economic growth for the benefit of the people, and also to build a trustworthy government, restoring confidence and trust between the people and the government, and also to prepare the nation for its future. Next. The core issues revolves around decentralization, economic development, infrastructure improvement, and the realization of Sabah's right under the 1963 Malaysia Agreement. Here's the details of their goals for what they are aiming to build a better future. Example like Malaysia's and ethnic equality, education and language policy, and also economic and social justice. Here's a example details. Next. For the second political party, which is National Alliance, known as Perikatan Nasional. National Alliance is a Malaysian political coalition consisting of right-wing and far-right political parties, previously known as the Malaysian Party Alliance Association. The coalition consists of the Malaysian United Indigenous Party Bersatu, Malaysian Islamic Party PAS, and also Malaysian Parties Movement Party Gerakan. They're aiming to strengthening Malay and Islamic hegemony, establishing clean and stable governance, implementing Bumiputra-centric economic policies, upholding socially conservative values, and also expanding political foothold in border states. You guys can have a quick look for their aiming in different aspects like defending Malay language, Islam and Bumiputra rights, and also the clean and stable anti-corruption governance, public welfare and economic recovery, and also education and youth policy. Next. For the last political parties we have chosen is National Front, known as Barisan Nasional. National Front is a political coalition of Malaysia that was founded in 1974 as a coalition of center-right and right-wing political parties to succeed the Alliance Party. This coalition consists of United Malays National Organization (UMNO), Malaysian Chinese Association (MCA), and also Malaysian Indian Congress (MIC). Guys can have a quick look. Restoring political hegemony, maintaining inter-ethnic stability and consensus, driving national economic development, addressing corruption and trust deficits, and also upholding a moderate diplomacy and regional stability. Okay, also from a different aspect like consortialism and power sharing, pro-Bumiputra affirmative action, economic pragmatism and modernization, and also conservatism and moderate Islam. Next. Okay, we all know that 18 years old is a legal age in Malaysia, and in July 2019, the Malaysia Parliament has approved a bill reducing the voting age from 21st to 18, known as the Undi 18. And we are now explaining the reasons for lowering the voting age. Okay, one of them is the parity of rights and responsibilities. Second one is promoting a youth political participation and also alignment with international democratic practice. Lastly, recognition of youth maturity. Uh, the government think that 18 years old is already a legal age in Malaysia, which means they can have their driving license and also they can be able to work outside, which means it is also one of the signs that they have the responsibility to work for their better future in Malaysia is a responsibility of an adult in Malaysia. And here's the impacts of lowering the voting age. First one is massive increase in voters and change in political strategy in issues, electoral uncertainty, and also the need for enhanced civic education. Okay. Basically, the impacts are like lowering the age of voters may change the political strategy and issues because the age gap between the voters, I mean, like different voters have different point of view of them, of the government, and also their voting patterns are very different. Okay, next. Okay, and lastly, a, on the other hand, voting surely is very important for a better nation, country, future for every humans. But there are also some election controversies may happen during the election process. First one is uneven constituency demarcation and gerrymandering. The second one is political funding and money politics. And lastly, 3R issues and identity politics. Okay, for an example of the first point, significant voter numbers disparities from urban or rural, which means like different people from different districts, the numbers are very different, and this could affect the result very badly. So here's one of the controversies. And for the 3R issues and identity politics, we have an example like the green wave past uses religious narratives to attract young voters before and highlights to the like ideological gap. And here's are some of the election controversies may happen. Next.
Well, thanks for joining, sharing. I'm Jessie. Now I'm going to talk about the history of the Rukun Negara. Well, I think all of us, if we are the Malaysian, must be very familiar with the Rukun Negara. Well, we know that Rukun Negara is the national ideology that was established as part of the government effort to unity and guide the people towards harmony. There are five principles under the Rukun Negara. I wrote here in the Bahasa Melayu version, but later on you can see the English version in the another page. First and foremost, I will read out the five principles of the Rukun Negara. Kepercayaan kepada Tuhan, kesetiaan kepada raja dan negara, keluhuran perlembagaan, kedaulatan undang-undang, kesopanan, dan kesusilaan. Well, let us move on and take a look with who draft out the Rukun Negara. I have brought out here five main key drafters of the Rukun Negara. It doesn't mean that only 5% involved in drafting the Rukun Negara. There are a teams, but I only listed out the five most representative and most essential person. First and foremost, let us take a look. Dato Dr. Khoo Kay Kim. He is an historian and academic who involved in provide the insight while drafting the Rukun Negara. Well, followed by Tun Abdul Razak Husin, Dr. Ismail Abdul Rahman, Tan Sri Mohammed Noh Omar, and the last but not least, Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. Well, now some may ask, how the Rukun Negara is formed? Well, let us take a look about the timeline formation of the Rukun Negara. Next. Well, we're sadly to say Rukun Negara is formed due to a racial riot happened in Kuala Lumpur in 13 May 1969. The post-election tension escalated into violent ethnic clash. Therefore, Majlis Gerakan Negara is formed with Tun Abdul Razak is appointed as director of the operation. He is given the task to restore the order and rebuild national unity. Therefore, national unity consultation is formed. Is take part in doing the investigation to rebuild national unity. With the effort of the national unity consultation, the Rukun Negara is formed as a national ideology to strengthen the relationship between each religion and race. At last, the Rukun Negara is officially announced during Merdeka celebration at 31 August 1917. Well, when the Rukun Negara is formed, some may ask, is it just a principle that we read out every Monday at the assembly? It is not. We need to really apply the Rukun Negara in our real life. First and foremost, believe in God. It's very easy when we take surah every morning assembly when we in the secondary or primary school. We need to respect to other religion because we know that although Islam is the federal religion, official religion, but with other religion it still can be practiced peaceful and harmony in our country. Followed by loyalty to the king and country. It's a very easy and simple task, just as a piece of cake. You just need to be loyal and be respect to the Yang di-Pertuan Agong and the Sultan and do not betray to the country. Followed by supremacy of the constitution. I think I will not explain it too much because we have learned the constitution throughout the whole semester. We are all familiar with it. And next, rule of law. Citizens should respect to the law, do not make any offense. And lastly, good behavior and morality. It's just very easy. We just need to be respectful and be a good character when we have a community with each other while we interact among all the races and religion. So now, some may ask if the application of the Rukun Negara really have achieved the aspiration of the Rukun Negara. I would like to say yes, of course. The Rukun Negara have achieved the aspiration to build a democracy society. Well, now all citizens of Malaysia have the change to vote. If you are over the age of 18, the person that we like, party that we like to represent us to talk in the parliament. At the same time, the Rukun Negara also contribute a united nation and uphold the inspiration to create a unified people and nation and followed by just society, progressive society, and liberal society. We will note that all of the Rukun Negara principle is related to society. It related the matters between people and people. Therefore, we know that the main aspiration of the Rukun Negara is rebuild the national unity and strengthen the relationship bond between each other regardless the region or races. Okay, that's all for my part for the Rukun Negara, and that's all for our presentation. Please forgive if we make any mistake throughout the presentation, and thank you for your listening.